everyone, Ken's Wild here with Wild Child Horsemanship, and welcome back to our channel.
Well, my buckle makes impressions on the inside of her thigh. There are little feathered Indians where we tussle through the night.
In the Colt Starting Prerequisites series, we show you guys 10 behaviors that every single horse should know. We call them the Colt Starting Prerequisites because we make sure that every horse knows these before we put their first rides on them. However, this is just a solid groundwork foundation that every single horse, whether they're just babies or they're adults that already know how to ride, these are things that every single horse should know. We show you guys how to teach a horse these behaviors, and we use a variety of different horses at Wild Child to do so. So I hope you guys all enjoy this series, and don't hesitate to let us know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns.
In this episode, we're going to discuss hindquarter yields, starring client horse Duke. Before we begin, we're going to start with a disclaimer. Similar to other exercises we have shown you guys throughout this series, hindquarter yields is important, but only in small increments. When you start working on certain things such as body control, hindquarter yields, and getting the horse to separate certain parts from itself, such as when the hind end moves and the front end doesn't, and vice versa, if you do this excessively, if you do this too much, or you don't do it in the correct way, you can cause damage within the horse's spine, within their muscles, within their joints. So it's super important that when you're utilizing certain behaviors such as hindquarter yielding or forequarter yielding, which we also discussed in a later video, that you make sure you only do it in small increments and you don't push the horse if they do not seem to be ready for it. 3 reasons why hindquarter yields are important. Number 1, it's good for responsiveness. It's another exercise that will help your horse grow in tune to your movements and your body language. It is good for flexibility, muscle building, and strength building in the hind end. And it is a building block behavior for certain things under saddle, such as side passing, lining up to a mounting block, and more. A hindquarter yield is when the horse's hind end walks in a circle around the front end. I'm going to start teaching this by walking towards his hind end and waving that lead rope. When his front end stops and his hind end continues to move, I'm going to take a moment, release pressure, and reward. If the horse has a tendency to walk forward or move their front end, apply some pressure with the lead right under their chin, and then continue to ask them for that yield like you just saw Duke do right there. Here I go asking for it in the other direction. You can see that he's crossing those hind legs and moving in a circle around his front end. With repetition and consistency, the goal is that I can just walk towards his hind end. I don't have to swing that lead rope. I don't have to apply pressure underneath the chin, and he just moves that hind end away from me and yields. Again, here it is in the other direction. I go to ask him to yield those hindquarters. All I have to do is walk towards his hind end. I don't have to apply pressure underneath his chin. I don't have to swing the lead rope. I just have to point and walk towards his hind end, and he gives me a beautiful hindquarter yield. Keep in mind the horse's front end is going to move a little bit. They do have to adjust their front legs in order to keep themselves on balance as their hind end moves. So it's okay if it moves a little bit as long as the horse isn't making excessive steps or doing circles with the front end like they are with the hind.
So I hope you guys all enjoyed this YouTube video. Before we end off for the day, I want to give you guys a friendly reminder to go and check out our other social medias. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have a bunch of random stuff out there, so definitely go check it out. You can find the links to all of that on our website, which we'll put in the description. We also have several books on the shelf that I highly recommend you guys go and check out, all on different equine related matters. We also have a podcast out there that discusses the life lessons horses have to teach us, as well as a merch store. And if you take a picture of you wearing our merch, then we'll send you a discount on your next order. We are also a sponsored rider for Jeweled and Tooled Custom Leathers, and they make a big portion of the tack that we use on a daily basis. And if you use the discount code WILDCHILD2025, you will also get a killer fucking deal. And last but certainly not least, I want to remind you guys that all of the content you see, all of the videos that we have are purely funded by myself. I like to offer these at absolutely no cost to you guys because I truly just want to educate and help create a better world for the horses we all love so much. However, if you would like to financially help or support the sanctuary horses or the things we need to make these videos, or the horses that we rescue and rehabilitate, I have a list of different ways that you can donate. We are not a registered nonprofit. We are just an LLC trying to make ends meet and continue making a better world for the horses and helping horses in need. So if you feel inclined to donate to any of those, please do so. All of the proceeds from our merch and our books and all that fun stuff as well also go to supporting the sanctuary horses and helping us help more horses in need. So stay strong, stay true, stay wild. Thank you guys for your support, and we'll see y'all next time.